Hello everyone, my name's Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing my April bullet journal setup. I went for a very classic cherry blossom theme for this month, and I am using the Arteza water brush pens. I have never used these before. This is my first time besides doing just a swatch of each color. And these are supposed to be like blendable with water. I think they would be really cool to try some interesting lettering with. But today I am just using them as like normal blendable markers to kind of test them out, get used to them, see how they work. And I think I would like to try some like calligraphy with them because I think they would be really good for that. But to make these little cherry blossom doodles, I basically just drew a little circle in the center using the yellow marker. And then I took a brownish gold marker and I put some little dots in the middle of that circle. And then for the petals, I am basically drawing an elongated heart shape and then adding a little point in the middle. Hopefully that makes sense if you're trying to recreate this. I'm using two different colors of pink, and then I'm using a little bit of red as well to kind of give the petals a little bit more dimension. And these markers do ghost through the paper a little bit, at least with the one that I'm using. I imagine if you have thinner paper it would be worse and might actually bleed through. They are strangely kind of dry while also being very like inky. It's very strange. You can blend them pretty decently. It was a little difficult to blend them on this particular paper. I think a watercolor paper would probably be best for these, and I definitely plan on doing something else with them in the future to test that out, but just wanted to stick with some sort of simple doodles for this, and I think it turned out pretty cute. They're definitely not perfect, but we weren't going for perfect here. And once I get all of those petals drawn in, I am going to go in with a brown and draw the little branches that kind of connect everything and make it look like this is coming off of a tree and not just kind of floating in the air. Although I did add a few random little petals to look like they might be blowing in the breeze, as if they like fell off some of the flowers on the tree. And then moving on to my monthly calendar, I am adding another little cherry blossom flower doodle up in the corner, and I'm really just going for this sort of pink theme throughout this spread. I've decided not to make a habit tracker page for this month solely because I haven't been using it the past 2 months, and I kind of go through these phases where I track them and I'm really excited about it, and then I don't use them, so it just kind of feels like a waste of paper. So this month we're not doing that, but I will have a little to-do list. I blocked out the calendar to be 5 by 5 little grid spaces, and that's the size I just prefer using here. I like having the squares rather than little rectangles. And I'm just using pink to be like the title. This was difficult to do because, like I said, these markers were kind of dry. It's weird because they're kind of dry and streaky when you go to draw a line like this, but when you're coloring something in, they're super inky. But anyways, I did a line for each week, and then I'm going to go ahead and number the boxes for every day in April. And then I'm just doing like the first letter of each day up at the top. And like I said, I will have my to-do list on the side. And I really could not decide where I wanted to put some of these stickers that I had. I had this little cat sticker that I think is either holding an apple or a strawberry that I had gotten when I made an order from Made by Malin. If you don't already watch her, definitely go check out her videos. They are so aesthetically pleasing and her art is so cute. So I got this little sticker as a freebie from her, and I really wanted to use it somewhere on this spread, and I did end up putting it at the bottom, but I couldn't decide whether I wanted to use that or one of my Animal Crossing stickers or one of the Animal Crossing stickers that I had gotten when I made an order from Apple Cheeks. So after some debate, I figured out where I wanted all my stickers to be. I love cherry blossoms. I think they're such a classic springtime theme. They bloom for such a short period of time, but they look so pretty while blooming. It definitely makes me want to have a cherry blossom tree when I get a house. Right now I'm in an apartment and there are some cherry blossom trees around, but they are not blooming here yet. It has still been fairly cold. We've gotten some snow recently and I am just looking forward to warmer weather, and it sounds funny, but I miss the rain. I want to see more rain and less of the fluffy white stuff. And this is the final result. I am kind of leaving it open for the weeks so that I can do whatever my heart desires for those spreads and whatever seems to make sense. So I hope you enjoyed this little setup video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!